Hello, my little D&D nerds, my little nerds and nerdettes. Please join us for another episode of
Dungeon Crawlers. What's up, bitches?
where I wake up from my nap late for the party because I fell asleep in my chair. But
I got late.
yeah, we leave off in Molten Hammer. The crew has the motley crew has has kind of figured out where and what they might do. They got the deed back for the beans, kind of helped them set up the shop and get it all kind of going again. They're kind of planning out where they want to go within Molten Hammer, and they're still waiting on Bellaquill to kind of let them know what it is that they're going to do per the contract. They're sitting in this kind of null moment when effectively an individual keeps reaching out to Axel, kind of baiting it into him, and you guys end up going and visiting, taking a step into the proving grounds, where you now find yourself face to face with this individual who stands up looking kind of decrepit and old, only to realize he is pretty sinewed and strong for somebody of his age, a grayed out looking gnoll. He stands up and takes a fighting stance, asking Axel, prove your strength. And that's pretty much where we left off.
I leave you guys alone for half an hour and we're in a fight almost?
Not a fight. More of a
challenge. I challenge you to a duel.
Alright, Axel. I gotta get into my zone.
Oh.
I did. Axel, you find yourself standing in the sand. I would say you said that you kind of kept your distance. So I'd say about 20 feet-ish, 25 feet away, roughly. And Nova was kind of standing probably a couple feet in front of you talking to this individual. As you watch him kind of strip down this, almost like long robe. He takes off the top half and he kind of folds it over his waist and ties it off, and then he kind of takes an eased stance. And he says, prove your strength. As he stands before you. What is your, reaction?
I concede.
I think I had my hand on his chest too to stop him from proceeding forward.
Okay. The gnoll stands straight up.
Oh my god.
Kind of, you watch as puppies.
I don't know why that's a funny bone.
You watch as the gnoll kind of stands straight up, furrows his eyebrows, and like you see like a wince, or like not a wince, but a like a smirk on the corner of his jaw. I see. And he just kind of like takes he picks up like the cane next to him, and he kind of takes a couple of steps forward. Might I ask, why?
Because everything you said is correct, so there's no reason to fight. I forfeit the victory to you.
I understand. Well, if that is the case, immediately drops the cane, and within a split second, you find him standing directly in front of you, and you watch as he takes the fist and curls the knuckles in and strikes Nova directly in the center of her chest.
Are you gonna roll to hit?
28 to hit.
God fucking hell. I mean, that's just rude.
Correct.
That's salty as hell.
So, you watch as he takes the fist and immediately appears direct. I mean, like within. It's just the quickest movement that you don't notice. And you find him standing in front of you, Nova, all of a sudden, kind of about the same height, maybe a tish taller than Axel, and definitely more lean. Axel is a little more built out. And all of a sudden, you see, like, the left hand kind of rest, like, in one movement, the left hand rests on your shoulder, and the right hand comes back, and you just, all of a sudden, in one flash, just whap right into the center of your chest. And you feel it hits you directly in the solar plexus as you feel the wind escape you. And luckily, he hits you, but he does it in a manner that you could definitely tell he doesn't put everything behind it. And you only take 1 point of damage, but the wind leaves you.
I'll probably just gasp.
Yep.
If
And he stands
that's what happened.
directly in front of you, Axel.
Not
You
directly in
protect
front of
nothing.
me.
Well, yeah, but Axel's right behind him. He's almost standing, like he's holding kind of Nova, and he strikes her in the chest, and then stands kind of looking up at you. And now that he's super close, you notice the eye, where the eyes are huge scars, and the eyes are they almost look like they were gouged out at one point. And this like malformed eye sockets. And he's standing there. You say that you protect your pack. A pack cannot be two people. Where do you get your source of power?
Is this what your so-called Earth Father preaches? Attacking innocent people?
No. My Earth Father teaches me to protect. Something you cannot do. And he moves her aside as she's like like you just hear her like trying to get that breath. I did not cause permanent harm. I came here to help you. I see you in my dreams. You struggle with a hunger. I once struggled with this hunger. Come at me with all you have and show me your perseverance.
I was wrong. You aren't free from anything. You've just traded the control our creator had over you for that of an even more absentee father.
If that's what you wish to think. Believing in Crom, it's not a religion that you believe in. It is an act, a will, a strength, a thought. I do not believe in Crom. I do not believe in the Earth Father. I just believe in the strength to protect others. I'm not religious. I believe in no one. I believe in strength. I believe in a will to protect others. I sense you also believe in this. But you lack the resolve. Show me your resolve. Protect your pack.
Well, maybe if you want to stop seeing visions of me, you should actually pray once in a while and ask him to stop sending them. I have nothing to say to you.
So be it. I wish you the best of luck with Yangu. And you watch as he reaches up and he tears off the medallion of the double hammers crossed and tosses it down at your feet. You'll need that more than I do. And he turns around, walks away, and after 5-10 steps, sits back down where he once was in the sand, faced away from you.
You said a medallion of double hammers. I assume this is the holy symbol of Grom.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna sort of dismissively kick some sand over it, and
You
I'll
watch
go-
as one of the ears kind of like turns back towards you.
I'll walk over to Nova and kneel down next to her. Are you okay?
Yep, just got the wind knocked out of me. All good.
You have anything else you want to say?
Yeah. I'm gonna try to mind link with the knoll. I know I couldn't detect thoughts, but I'm gonna look over at him and try to mind link with him.
Okay. You meet that wall kind of again, and like a curiosity. Like it's a softer wall than it once was before.
He would
After
probably sense it's not something. It's just an intention to speak. I don't know how that really works, but he wouldn't notice it's trying to dig.
like
or anything.
hostile.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's the intention to speak with him.
After a moment, he does let you in.
Listen, I just want to understand, is this curiosity, obsession, whatever it is that you have with Axel, is this just because he's one of your kind? You haven't seen one of your kind in a while, perhaps? Or is there something else?
In your mind, you hear a older, gruffer kind of chuckle that, kind of Axel does, but a gruffier one. No obsession. Trying to make up for all the wrongdoings in my life from when I was young. He thirsts and hungers for Yongu, and Yongu hungers for him. Eventually, he might lose control. I was like him once.
What is it you think that you have or you can do to change that?
Helping him understand family, your pack, is worth protecting to steal your resolve. But he does not have that. And he will break. And when he breaks, you feel the sadness, and you see as several memories flash by of a younger knoll of this individual in the midst of battle, crazy-eyed, covered in blood, swinging two Kopesh, one in each hand, and you watch he's just mercilessly slaughtering everything before him. And a kind of several flashes later, you see a flash where he's on the ground on his knees crying, and you look as he holds two other gnolls that seem to have been very close to him.
So you just want to help him because you see yourself in him in some way?
It is a madness of sorts to be our kind. You thirst and you hunger for battle and death. I wish to steal his resolve, or at least help him down some road or path. But he will either figure it out himself, or he will break like I did, and he will kill. But he must realize that I smell more than just you on him. He does have a pack, and as a pack, you must protect one another. That is all I can guide, and that is all that I can offer. I wish you luck.
He is very dedicated in protecting, as am I, but perhaps you went about wanting to help him in the wrong way.
Possibly. But I only know this way. You must break to build.
So your intention was to help him break so that he could build in a safe environment, or?
This is about as safe as it'll get. When he leaves here, you're at the mercy of the world. Not everybody likes our kind. We are known for one thing and one thing only. You'll find that out. As I do sense that he'll be returning home soon. And if he's here, it means he did not leave willingly. I wish you the best of luck.
Well, thank you for your words. They're very insightful. I'll drop Link with him. And
You feel the wall kind of go back up as you kind of pull yourself back. And you watch as he kind of sinks back into the sand, into his meditative state.
I'm gonna sigh and kind of digest our conversation a little bit. And then I'm gonna look at Axel and no. Yeah, I would. So I'm gonna look at Axel and I'm gonna mind link with him. So apparently his intention, which I guess was somewhat clear based on his interaction, his intention was to help break you in a safe environment, as opposed to it potentially happening unexpectedly. Or at least that's the vibe I kind of got from it.
To what end?
I don't know. But according to him, he sees himself in you in a way and went through breaking, and apparently he was wanting to help you. At least that's what he says.
It's a sound theory as any.
I don't really know what to think from there. It's just, I think he approached everything horribly, especially if he was wanting, or his intention was to help you. It didn't seem so much like that, but it was really with the intention to, I guess, push your buttons and break you, but for good reasons. I don't know. I'm still not completely 100% knowledgeable on how everything works, but I don't know.
At least we know he's not a cause for alarm. Just somebody who's receiving mementos from their fanaticism.
Somebody trying to meddle in your affairs, whether good or bad.
Either way, what do you want to do now?
Well, I suppose we head back. I think we can still meet back with the beans. We haven't been here very long.
Mm.
And I don't want to push the envelope with all of this, because it's definitely not my place. So I'm gonna drop it at that, and then just walk up out of the ring, back towards the beans shop.
Sounds good. I believe Sophia and Patience, you guys were still kind of walking around munching on stuff. KB and Evelyn, did you guys, I think you guys stayed up by the road. Can't remember what you guys were doing.
I left early, so I was doing whatever you said I was doing.
Perfect. KB?
I don't remember.
You were
think
you were
we're all-
shopping for parchment, weren't you?
Yes, you had taken
Oh
off.
yeah, that's right.
Yep, you had taken off.
Yeah, I was just making flyers for the Beans grand reopening.
Hell yeah!
We'll say that you, for like 5 silver, are able to purchase whatever amount of parchment you need.
Yeah.
You're able to purchase a large amount of parchment. And Evelyn, I would say you followed along because you don't really care what they're gonna do with this pit. The idea of parchment and book finding or whatever sounds way more intriguing.
I was gonna say, if he wasn't like being like secretive, I would have went with him. I would have been like, sure, yeah, let's
Oh,
make
yeah.
flyers.
Yeah, he was very open about going to get paper. So, okay. Patience and Sophia, you guys were still kind of munching, just walking around. You'll see the tail end of that whole thing go down, like them coming up out of the pit and walking out of the temple. As you guys kind of come around the corner, Patience, we'll say that you've got like, 2 things of like some pot stickers and then like some like boiled apples, like coated some kind of sugar in your left hand and like some kind of pot stickers in your right hand as you're like talking to Sophie and you're walking towards the group.
Oh, Krawlers. That's oh man, I could barely talk about some folks, bro. Man, good boy. Oh, hey guys.
I will not look at Patience, but I will look at Sophia. Oh, we're gonna head back to the beans.
Not looking at me. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Lead on.
We'll continue walking towards the beans.
Okay.
Yeah, Patience, you would definitely notice like a purposeful avoidance.
Okay.
Not that you have to do anything about it, I was just letting you know.
It
I'll
doesn't
let you
take-
kind of like lead on ahead and fall back with patience. And I thought they had already gone to the beans. What do I know?
Would I hear that?
I don't fucking know.
Were
Are
you
you
talking
trying-
quietly, Sophia, or would I hear that?
If you're listening into what we're saying, you'd probably hear it.
I was definitely eavesdropping.
Yeah, you'd hear it. It wasn't.
I'd turn back and look at you. We were already at the beans, but they, after eating, said they were going to head back to the shop before heading home, so we said if we didn't take long, we would meet them back at the shop.
Sounds good.
I'll keep walking.
I'll ask patience. Do you think we should ask about the other half of our reward, or just take what we got?
I think you got enough out of him.
I kind of just shrug and take like one step ahead of you. You're right.
As you guys kind of round the corner as you're having that conversation, you notice a large crowd out in front of the Beans workshop.
Yay! Business is booming.
Word is getting around.
It's gonna lift my mood a little bit seeing a bunch of people in front of their shop.
As you come around the corner and you begin to get closer, you hear arguing.
Oh shit. Never mind. Mood immediately drops.
And as you kind of sift your way through the crowd and you get about halfway there and you're about 5 or 6 people short of, like, you know, whatever's happening, you hear, "You get the fuck out of here right now before I punch you in your face."
Does it sound like Harold?
Yeah. And then you hear,
What's going on here?
"Excuse me, let's not talk like that. Obviously, you've gotten your deed back somehow, some way, but we all know that you no longer have any of the normal avenues for any of your ore production or anything else, as you've lost all business. So let's have a discussion here as to how we can roll this business into one and be both profitable." And as you push through a couple more, you see
Is it that same fucker that works at Vivek's Blade? Same
Maybe.
asshole.
You come around the corner and you definitely see an individual, a gnome, dressed in almost like a business, like a very nice dressed up business suit with his hair slicked back, and he is having a full blown conversation. And Harold,
I'm gonna
looks
soil his
flustered.
suit.
You're gonna soil it.
I had
Yeah.
something I want to do too. No, Ginge, I have to know.
It's gonna, a horrible scent's gonna start wafting from it.
I have to know if this is the guy that worked at Vivek's Blade that I absolutely despise. Is this somebody else?
It's the same individual.
Oh, perfect. So as I see him standing there, I'm going to very purposefully, like, walk into him to force him to, like, kind of stumble. I'm gonna kind of walk through him and
Okay,
stand
make
next-
a strength check, because you're trying to I'm assuming you're trying to bump him real hard.
Not real hard. I'm just like, I'm walking, but I'm gonna like let the like half of my body collide with his as I continue walking forward.
Okay. Roll just a straight strength throw. Oh baby. Okay.
Ooh, I'm gonna
And
use
just-
my new dice. New dice.
Okay, you little fucking
Fucking
Goblin.
15.
15. Okay, I rolled a natural 1.
Fucking
So-
stumble, bitch.
So you come walking through the crowd, and it's kind of a proud moment a little bit for you, Axel, to watch her kind of puff up, and she throws the shoulder as she walks by, and he's not paying attention, totally enthralled within the conversation he's having with Harold. In between, all of a sudden, like the lapel that's kind of sticking out of the front of his dress suit, you see it all of a sudden just stains, and you watch he's just kind of like, you know, he's doing that thing where when there's like really bad BO in a room or like a really, really bad stink, you watch the person kind of like they're trying to have a conversation, but they're doing that like, yep, yep. And he's like trying to like get away from whatever smell is there. And then you throw the shoulder and he lurches forward and actually goes down to a knee and catches himself with a hand and then like pushes himself back up. Excuse you.
I'm gonna stand next to Harold and I'm gonna fold my arms across my chest and glare at him. My eyes are gonna be glowing, and my new favorite spell, I'm gonna use Thaumaturgy to amplify my voice.
Okay.
You're not welcome here, but it's gonna like boom loudly.
Okay. And it is a group probably about 30 people, roughly. Sophie and Patience, you guys are kind of like at the front of the pack, like where the circle is kind of around the whole thing. You guys are standing right at that front. I'd also say kind of at this point, KB and Evelyn, you guys had come around the far side, and you guys were kind of making your way back, and you're having this conversation as you hear Nova's thaumaturgy, like you just hear this amplified voice all of a sudden. What do you say?
I would just say, you're not welcome here.
Okay. And you hear this, "You are not welcome here." Well, considering this is the public and we're out amongst other people, I believe I'm welcome wherever I'm wanted. I'm just simply here to help Harold get back. I have the right mind to punch you right in your square fucking mouth. I will find a way to get back to what I need, and I'll open my family mind back up. Ha. Well, considering that it's currently closed because you've having some issues, doesn't mean that we can't have a sensible and collegiate, I can't say that, talk. We can do business. I could help you get some ore. In return, you do some work for me. Make some weapons, We change the name of the Bean Workshop a little bit, or we just roll it all into one. Never.
Or you
Never.
take your grimy hands somewhere else.
Grimy, you might call me grimy, but I'm just a simple businessman. And the Beans here are obviously having some issues with their store, and I'm just trying to help them get back on their feet after the horrible thing that happened to you and your deed and your business. It's something that
Fighting
They don't
sound is
need
going to
your
come out
help.
of his butt.
They don't need your help.
I'm just trying to help him get back on his feet when,
You're not gonna help shit. Speaking of shit, maybe you should check yourself.
I'm just fine, and that wasn't me, probably somebody else in the crowd. Excuse you. Anyways, I have never been
I hate
so
this guy.
appalled. So, what we have here is obviously a misunderstanding, and I believe that you should probably leave our premises, as we'll figure it out ourselves, as we always have. Well, don't let me keep you here, Sarah, as obviously you married an incompetent individual, and I just wish to watch you get back up on your feet. I wouldn't want you to struggle or go under.
Oh, he said married an incompetent individual?
Yes.
I'm gonna be so insulted that I'm gonna walk up to him and grab his grimy little collar.
I would be very careful
Can I
what you
clench
do
my teeth?
next. Yep. I would be very careful what you do next.
Listen
As
here,
the
you
next
little
move...
snake.
No. You listen. If you want to spend your night in jail, go ahead. Lay one more finger on me.
If you want to spend the rest of your life in hell, keep throwing threats.
And he as you have him like this, and you kind of have him picked up a little bit, he leans in. Go ahead. I dare you.
And I'm gonna lean in really close and kind of whisper in his ear. If you think I'm afraid of one night in jail, you have another thing
You think we haven't been at jail?
As KB comes through the crowd holding just a stack of paper with Evelyn next to him.
I'm sorry, did you think jail was scary?
Yeah, literally. Yes, I just
Obviously
not
not.
afraid.
Well, I apologize. I will leave. Not a problem at all.
I'll let go of his collar.
I'll be seeing you very soon. And I wish
have
you
anything to say about it.
the best of luck.
I literally won't. let
I
this
hope
guy
that
finish
next time
talking.
I have to go to jail, I find you there, because you're a fraud and a liar.
Never. I only do business. Good night. And walks off through the crowd, and what you kind of didn't see before is 3 other individuals in the crowd turn around and kind of walk off with him as well.
He's going to fart at least 3 more times as he makes his way through the crowd.
As he hits the edge of the crowd.
He's doing some business, all right.
That's not me. Somebody else. Just continues walking. Oh, he makes me so fucking angry. I understand that, Harold, but we have to keep our calm. We have to figure out how to get everything back into business, as he technically is not incorrect. We've lost a lot of our trade routes, and we've lost a lot of individuals that we once did business with. I understand that, but We just need a little bit to get back on our feet. I know.
I'll take a step forward.
Is there someone you'd like us to talk to?
It's not so much talking, it's so much as we need ore. We need to get back into our family mine. Unfortunately, the mine was closed down, and then later it had a little bit of an infestation problem, and Molten Hammer closed down the shaft until it was dealt with. Unfortunately, we have not had anybody else coming through recently to deal with it.
Might be something we can help with?
Possibly, but I couldn't ask you guys to do any more than you already have.
Well, it seems that you need help, and you can help us.
Well,
Deal is a deal.
it is, but unfortunately we don't have anything else to pay you with. We kind of seem to be a little short-handed at this time. Trying to get back up and running again. Well, we'll get there. I'll start making kitchen knives once again and some butcher knives, and we can go down the road there and we'll get it. It'll be okay. I just gotta get my hand on some more.
Well, let us know where that mine is, and we can decide for ourselves if it's something we want to look into while we're, bored.
Yeah, it's technically it's the Bean family shaft, but it is shaft number 5, and they did just close it down recently. You can't really miss it. Pretty much ask anybody and they'll tell you how to get to it, and that it's sanctioned off and that you're not allowed to go there. So if you have a way of getting in or getting there, let me know and we'll try and either, if you want to take a look at it, or we'll hire somebody. But we got to figure out what exactly is going on. But it's been closed down by the city, and unfortunately, they're not letting anybody in right now. I gotta get this out of my face. It's bright. Harold kind of hangs his head low, and you watch as the crowd kind of starts to dissipate a little bit, and they both kind of walk inside, leaving you guys kind of standing outside right now.
Well, as we're still waiting for Patience's task, do you want to at least look into what could potentially be there?
We've helped them this far. Would seem wasted if they got their place open and weren't even able to actually do any business because they couldn't get supplies.
I don't really know why we're helping this one person so much, but
Because they're good
feels-
people and they were cheated.
it feels so long since we've done the right thing. It feels good to do something that you know is helpful.
Yeah,
Does that make sense?
it does. That's
I
how I
don't know.
feel.
Because you're right, they're good people.
I want to head inside after them. Ginge, remind me. The second document that I procured from Berakil's safe, the falsified missed payment report.
Mm-hmm.
It had Vivek's Blade's name on it and I believe Ufarin's.
Yes.
Give me the rundown on where each name was signed again.
Both at the very bottom. Basically, it seemed to be an agreement of payment from from the owner of Vivek's Blade, and Bellaquil. Basically, he paid her for the
Vivek's
right
Blade paid, basically covered for the missing payment.
Correct.
And
Basically
Ufarin
saying
signed off on it.
correct. Basically saying, oh, okay, you don't want to, you're going to be so nice that you're going to pay for their late payment to make sure that somebody else doesn't buy out that property. And he paid for it randomly.
Beautiful. Yeah, once I go in, I want to find Sarah.
Okay. So the rest of them are talking outside, and as you come in, you do hear whispering around the kind of the table as you come in. The two of them are kind of talking back and forth, and you kind of catch. Actually, roll a perception check for me.
You
I
got it.
just want to see how much you'll catch. I'm starting to wake up, guys.
11.
Okay. Ouch. You only catch. We could do it tonight. Yes. No, that won't work. Well, who could we get to do it? I could do it. No, you can't do it. Oh. Axel, how can we help you?
Sorry to interrupt. Hope it wasn't anything important.
No, not at all.
I just wanted to talk to you, and he looks towards Sarah.
Yes. What can I do?
I wasn't able to find a good time for it earlier. I wanted to bring something to your attention. And he pulls out the scroll out of his backpack.
What's that?
Why don't you go ahead and read it, and then I'll give you the down low.
Okay. She unfurls the scroll and begins to read, and you watch as the face goes through the whole rainbow spectrum of feelings and emotions. You watch anger, mad, sad, furious, almost crying, and then at the very bottom, just confusion. And she you watch as she rolls it up and kind of holds it like in her hand in front of her, staring at the scroll. I don't understand. Why would he not let it go under? Why did he pay?
Sure I don't have to tell you this, but that's falsified.
I kind of got the gist, and I don't know. I don't know what to think. It kind of makes what we were just talking about a little more realistic. And she kind of looks around, and it's just you standing in there right now with her. We were thinking of breaking in tonight. Basically, the Vivix Blade is the only place that you can get an adventuring license that allows you to go to everything here within Molten Hammer. We were going to break in and see if we can't find anything, and or maybe stealing a license from him and going into our own mine shaft and seeing if we couldn't figure out what's going on. The fact that he falsified a document and paid for rights and ownerships of the Beanworks. I want to know what he has planned.
I think that's a good idea. And instead of stealing, I suggest now that you have that, you take it slow, go through the proper channels, and maybe some legal extortion, blackmail, whatever you want to call it, will probably go a long way, don't you think?
It could, but I don't know how much you know about dwarves, but we, everything is slow. And in long, drawn-out processes, I can get this started, and this will go a long ways. We could do that, or we could try and catch him alone and extort him, just him.
That's also an option.
Ooh, that's blackmail. Look what I have. Do you want to get in trouble?
You seem to have a taste for a little bit of this. What do you recommend?
Sort of scratches the scruff of hair on his chin. His tail swishes in contemplation.
All I know is that if we do try to extort him, and it goes south, and he feels like he has the upper hand, he'll hide behind his lawyers and the court systems for years, and will never see the light of day.
Absolutely. That's why I suggested take it slow. Make sure you do this through the proper channels. I'm not one for this diplomacy stuff, but we sort of have a saying that I guess might be applicable here. Short-term battles may turn the tide in your favor temporarily, but long drawn out wars are what really secures a true victory.
We have a saying closely like that. Plant a seed, and it might grow quickly, but give it years, and it grows into a tree. I'll contact Nathaniel tomorrow, and I'll let him see this. Of course, I won't give it to him, and I'll have him copy, and we will start the legal processes to have them taken to court. I feel like that is the best course of action for us right now, and see where that takes us. In the meantime, though, we were thinking about it. I don't know if he will, now that he knows your faces, give you a license to explore any of the mine shafts that we have around here. So, I don't know exactly how we're going to get ore.
Meta pigeon. Evelyn has been unseen by anyone.
Did you know that?
Maybe.
That's what I was
Hey.
thinking, but I'm not there.
We will have to think on this one for a little bit, but if you do come up with any ideas, in the meantime, I am going to take this, of course, with your permission. It is yours.
Go right ahead.
And I'm going to get this process started right away. And you see as she kind of turns around, picks up like a heavier coat and kind of throws it over her shoulders, kisses Harold on the forehead. And you look as he's like perturbed and confused. He kind of understands what's going on, but like not really. And she kind of walks outside past Axel. And the rest of the group you kind of see as she leaves the building and smiles at all of you as she kind of walks by, and Axel's inside and so is Harold. Don't let him stay here too late. I'll be gone for a little bit.
I want to go up to Harold next. Sort of a little bit more nervously. Sir.
Yes.
I wanted to return something to you, and I'm gonna take out the dysfunctional dagger that I got from Vivek's blade that the hostman threw on the ground, the one with the broken hilt but very finely crafted blade.
Oh, what have they done to you? He takes it in his hand, and you can see him like gently patting it. Oh, they hurt you so bad. What did they do? Oh, that's awful. It looks like they did a double blade on top of the single blade, and they tried to extend it. What is this shit? Oh,
Look at how they massacred my boy.
they hurt my baby. You see as he's like instantly goes from kind of the placent dwarf to this like analytical, like he is breaking it down. You can see as he's rotating in his hand. He's a little upset looking at the blade. Oh, where did you find this? Oh.
on one of the displays as I was examining their wares. After I insulted his practices, he threw it on the ground.
Let me guess. Vivek's blade.
He nods.
His wife means well, but she's as new as it comes when it comes to working with metals. It's awful. Gross. It's like a baby. Oh. Well, he turns the blade around and hands it back to you. It can be fixed, but not with what I have right now. That's ugly. It almost needs to be ripped down, torn apart, and rebuilt. They came at it the wrong direction. She came and she did a side fold, and then she folded too much, and it ruined the original blade. It just needs to be broke.
I'll sort of hold my hand out or my palm out and show like a shoving motion. Say, keep it. And don't give me anything for it. And he sort of, looks down at the ground, sort of forlorn, destitute, but underneath there's sort of like this iron will. He continues, I just couldn't let myself to see a blade's spark end like that so unceremoniously. I wouldn't be able to call myself a swordsman if I let that happen.
And you feel, as you kind of say that last little bit, you see this like stern look on Harold's face, and like a little smile as he kind of reaches out and grabs your hand and takes the two thumbs and runs it kind of like down the center of your hand. You bring me the ore. I will craft you from this dagger. This Kopesh you talk of.
Nova talked of.
I will make you a grand one. It will be some of my best work. Deserved for one who brings a child back to his father. Yes, let's make this together. You will help me, of course. But first, I need ore. That's problem one.
And you sort of see like he sort of his breath hitches, and like you sort of see this admiration well up in his eyes, and his eyes he gets sort of dewy actually. He says, "On my honor as a swordsman, I won't stop until that mine is open. Count on it." And he does a
Good.
deep bow, like a 90-degree bow.
There is one problem, though. Only one. You have a strong grip. No hilt can be normal for your grip. I need special things for you to coat the blade. And he turns around and grabs a piece of paper, and you see as he sketches on a piece of quill and paper, and he puts a couple items on there. Yes. That's what I need. Oh, this is gonna be fun. I haven't done this in a while. Shit. I'll practice in the meantime. Yes. He starts looking around. You see him he grabs like some daggers and some like old hammers and shit off the wall. Like starts clanging the metal against the table. That'll do for practice, and he throws it into the fire, and he watches it starts to get hot. In the meantime, he hands you the scroll. Open the mine. Find this. Bring this back to me, and we'll have some fun. I will craft you a great blade. And he turns around, and he just begins to, you hear, clanking and rummaging through things, and, pots and pans or something like that being thrown about. That's not what I put it. What are my tongues?
Yeah, sir. Yeah. He nods again and just walks out. I guess what everyone would see when Axel walks out, he looks moderately happier, severely happier, probably I would say. He's he's sort of looking at the paper, chuckling to himself. His tail is wagging back and forth. His ears are twitching.
I'm gonna raise my eyebrow at him and kind of smile. Well, you're looking awfully chipper. What?
It's nothing. Just resolving myself, I suppose.
Oh, good. I believe we're all out here, correct? I think everybody had gathered in the front.
Yep.
when Axel
So
went
what are
inside.
you guys kind of doing while that conversation's being had, if you're doing anything, or you're just kind of talking amongst yourselves?
I'd probably question KB and Evelyn about the paper. That might strike up a conversation about what's happening with that.
This parchment, I think, was made from the hide of manticores. It is such good quality. This is going to make the best flyers.
Oh. Are you gonna do anything fun on them, or just really basic grand reopening? Any pictures or anything?
I guess I hadn't considered KB kind of thinks for a minute, like it never occurred to him to make them fun.
Yeah.
He says, I was just gonna write.
I was gonna say, I think it
What?
would have occurred to her that she just reads. She's just not an artist.
Mm-hmm.
No.
What would make them fun?
Well, I mean, you gotta think about it, KB. You know, if you're just walking down the road and you just see a piece of paper with words on it, and other papers, you're probably just gonna glance right past it. You gotta make it eye-catching. And we
But
have an
I'll
artist
read
with
them
us.
all.
You,
I read every paper.
oh, well,
Do
most
people
folk,
not do that?
no, most folk probably don't do that. But we have an artist. Sophia probably could have some input on some picture ideas or something.
I think I'm equally confused as KB. Just like, I don't know, words? Sounds great.
Have you guys made anything yet at all, or you just have the parchment?
Yeah, I think there's probably like one or two just written out. They just say like I have proficiency in calligraphy set, so I think it's probably like nice, but it just says like Beanworks reopening.
Yeah,
No,
I'll take
it's almost like in the office when Dwight makes the banner that just says like "It is your birthday."
yeah, I'll take the paper and kind of look at it, and then while Axel's inside, I'll take out my like kind of some thread and some stuff, and I'll start creating like a colored tapestry that's similar to what he has, but way more eye catching, and then give the tapestry to KB and copy this. That should get some eyes.
I'll probably look at it in awe.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Do that.
All right, crumbles up the one or two that he's made. starts fresh. As I'm writing it, I'll say, "Are we gonna get to? Are we gonna get to kick that guy's ass from Vivek's Blade, or what's the plan for him?"
I'm gonna get a disgruntled look on my face. I'd love to put that man out of business.
Don't think anyone would mind if he happened to just fall into the lava.
I don't think anybody would miss him or even notice that he was missing. That place should just be shut down. It's a disgrace. And he's a disgrace.
We'd probably be celebrated.
I'm gonna literally go into my head and think of all the ways that I'd like to end him. think of
Awful.
like all different ways, like how to make it look like an accident. Maybe follow him home. Like I'm literally going to be doing a rundown of different options.
The wheels are turning.
Yes.
I think
We should
Evelyn's
we should
thinking she-
replace the sign for Vivek's Blades with Vivek's Spades.
Also, something you could do.
We need some bean puns for the sign.
Ooh. I'm gonna like light bulb. We should TP Vivek's Blade. Go in the dead of night and just TP the whole place.
Oh.
Oh, what?
Yeah. There we go. My chair went down.
Or alternatively, KB kind of grabs a bottle, starts putting a little paper towel in it. He's like,
Oh,
if we're gonna
baby.
go there at night, there's a lot of things we can do there. I'm just saying. Think about it.
Makeshift Molotov cocktail.
I mean, I'm on board with burning it down.
I think if burning is
Ah.
not explicitly mentioned, she has no idea what you're talking about.
I think
It's perfect.
once the beans are back in business, they'll put Vivek's Blades out just by quality. I don't know if we need to do anything.
You know, I what I really wish is that I wish that we could have stolen their business license.
I tried
That would
to
have really
find
been
it.
the poetic justice. Yeah.
I tried to find it when we were in that library, and I snuck off.
Yeah.
What if it's in their... Well, they keep it in their store instead.
Yeah, it's under lock and key or something. But I did try to find it to see if I could tamper with something or steal it, but
Well, we already know that under lock and key doesn't prevent us from getting there. It just summons demons
well, as long as we're on,
once we do.
as long as we're all okay with signing another contract, that's always an option.
Summons doubles. Let's see.
Your choice, not mine. And Axel, did you say you walked out at this point?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we would have had our little exchange.
Yep. And then Axel kind of comes walking out. Giddy.
Oh, and I guess he would also be like tucking a paper into like in one of his pockets.
I probably wouldn't say anything about that, but we would have had that little exchange about him being very chipper looking and everything.
Right.
And then I'd probably move to, well, do you want to check out that mine? Or head back to the
I wouldn't
beans,
mind
or
checking
what?
out the bean shaft. You know what I'm
The bean shaft.
I don't think it's gonna be so easy.
Well, they said it was shaft 5. It must be around here somewhere.
Yeah, but from what I've learned, you need to be licensed to explore it.
Well, how do we get a license?
Sort of looks up like, you got me there.
I'm gonna walk inside after asking that question and look for Harold.
You hear a ton of noise and banging and clinking in the back.
I'm gonna walk into his view to
Okay.
get his attention.
Which there is none. He's got his back turned away from you, and he's just like face down in the forge, just going at it.
I'll mind link with him.
Okay.
Hey, Harold.
In his head, oh, got a pounding, melt the rattling, get the storm.
Harold.
Oh yeah.
Harold.
Huh?
And then I'll say out loud, back here.
What?
Out loud. So after getting his attention in his mind, then I would speak audibly. Back here.
Oh, don't scare me. I thought I died. Oh, I thought that was it. Me
You
old
get a
tickler.
couple. You get a couple years left in you.
Well, I mean, I have spry old age of 180.
But in the Olden Herald.
Oh.
I had a quick question.
Yes.
Do you know how we would go about getting a license?
What kind of license?
Well, we want to go to that mine shaft. What kind of license would we need to do that?
Oh, well, um, um, well, um, um, 1 second. Oh yeah, Vivek's Blade is one of them. They technically qualify as a like a adventure guild type thing, which allows them to sell licenses to explore all of like the deeps of the mountains here. Um, get a mining license. That takes time though. Usually that's something you apply at when you're oh well, when I was a dwarf at 20, I applied, and I was 62 when it was given to me.
My heart and my face are gonna immediately fall as he's explaining Vivek's Blade and how long it takes. Is there a quicker way
The
to
other
get
way
in?
would be you break in, but I wouldn't recommend that. That
Great,
puts you
that's
in the
what we'll do.
view. Yeah, the two ways that I know of. One is Vivek's Blade, and two, the other one would be, um, you go back to the library and you apply for a license and see how long it takes. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know. Hey, Vivek's Blade might be your best bet, but unfortunately it doesn't seem like it likes you very much.
I can get around that.
Fair enough, fair enough. Hey, maybe bribe the guards, but our guards here are kind of assholes, and they might not like that. Hey. Do you got the coin? Coin speaks.
That gift is perfect. Oh my god.
I mean, yeah.
Literally. Oh no. Alright, well, we'll mull it over and figure it out. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And I'll turn and walk outside. Probably
You
looking...
immediately hear the clanging of metal right after you turn away, and some mumbling.
I'm gonna walk outside and have a little bit of a defeated look on my face. Well, it doesn't sound like it's easy to get a mining license. Something that could take years. I don't know. Harold said Vivek's Blade or the library, we can apply for one. He said Vivek's Blade might be our best option. Obviously, most of us probably aren't in good with Vivek's Blade. And then I'm going to look at Evelyn. But you...
Basically,
I
it
do
sounds
love the
like
library.
yeah. Basically, it sounds like you need to be in like an adventuring guild and have some kind of license. And if you don't have one from an adventuring guild, then you have to apply for like a temporary one through the city.
Didn't we meet someone from the guild?
Couldn't we fake one?
Evelyn heard library. She's excited.
I thought we met someone from the guild. Maybe not.
I don't remember. Wait. Wait. I have notes. 1 second. That sounds familiar. Kaler...
But if we offered to help clear out whatever's inside, why would they say no? I mean, isn't that something that the city would want?
So there's the Merchants Guild. Is one guild that I have on here, but that's from when we were in Bellan. From that guy that Nova kind of swindled. He had mentioned a Merchants Guild. They are...
Oh, it was the people headed from Bayer to Argos. Elwyn, and
I don't have notes about where though. But yeah, it was the two options, and one of them was from Molten Hammer to Boyeris. There was a box to deliver, but I don't have notes about where. But anyway, that's the Merchants Guild.
It was the Twilight Hunt, the Adventuring Guild. We met some people from there. Elwyn and Elwaya.
Oh
Elwaya
yeah, that's
on the way to
cool.
Micey. Then I don't think that would help us here.
We could
But they asked us to enter the guild, so maybe we could go inquire.
we could, or we could pretend we're from that guild. But we'd have to have papers, so we'd have to make papers up then or something.
We've never seen one. I don't know if we could forge one ourselves. From the map, we did inquire about joining the guild, and there's always the option of just entering.
This is why it's always easier to do things the less kosher way, and why we usually do. It sounds like it would be so much easier to just break in at this point.
I agree.
That's true, but I don't want to land Sarah and Harold in any hot water.
So then we break into a different mine, and they'll have no idea it had anything to do with them.
Didn't we want to get their mine open?
Yeah.
Let's just go ask them if we can go kill what's over there. It'd be a good service to them. The worst that happens is we die. No, let's get off their back.
True. But where would we even go to suggest that? I guess the library? Sounds like Evelyn wants to go there anyway.
What you doing?
I don't know, this is a struggle. It's so much easier to be a criminal.
You have Vivek's Blade that does sell kind of a temporary adventuring license. Yes, he doesn't exactly like your group, but somebody did point out something earlier. The other option is the library. The library possibly will give out a temporary license to you depending on a proof, maybe, or you're unsure what it takes to get a license. The other
I did
option.
indicate that Evelyn has kind of not in any way ruffled any feathers, so she might.
It went
be a
over her
candidate.
head.
I don't think I've ever interacted with anyone from Vivek's Blade. And even in case I could go in disguised because I have a once a day disguise self.
Yeah, I haven't either.
There you go.
Like she's not that great at reading social cues. So unless it was explicitly said, like you could go in there, they don't know you. I feel like she wouldn't have caught on to that.
Perfect. Well, it sounds like Sophia had a good idea.
They don't know us either.
Well, as long as you feel like he hasn't spotted you in the crowd as being affiliated with myself, then maybe it wouldn't be an issue. Sounds like it's the quickest, easiest way to get into a mine, even if it's only temporary.
I thought as little as he's gonna like.
Oh, I know what that means.
Yeah.
I know what that means. That's go to hell or fire and brimstone.
Yeah. He's gonna unceremoniously walk around to the side of the house and I'm gonna use Outlaw's Respite to open up a doorway.
Oh, what?
The chalk, the demi-plane chalk.
Thank you. Yes.
I'm not gonna put a description, so it's just gonna be an empty room again, and I'll walk in.
Okay.
And I'm gonna take out the communication stone for Arya, and I'm gonna call her.
Okay.
Sure,
Severum.
Sure, the old hag will get a kick out of me asking her for help.
Several moments passes by. Hello?
Yeah, it's me.
Oh. Furball.
Don't start with me. I would never ask you for help unless it was absolutely necessary.
Well, I was taking a nap. I was having tea and enjoying myself. What can I gloriously help you with?
I wanted to know, you have any connections within Molten Hammer?
Couple, maybe. What's up?
Think you can pull any of those strings to get us some temporary adventuring permits?
Ooh.
Couldn't look like it's always something.
Maybe. Let me think here. What do you need adventuring licenses for? Don't you have one? Hell no. You guys wouldn't have thought that far ahead, would you?
Completely ignoring her dismissive statements, I'm just gonna explain. The Beanworks got their mine shaft shut down, and if we want to go in and clear it out, we're gonna need some permits.
How the fuck did they get it closed down? Ah, shit. I bet that's crawling with fucking shit again. Ah, well, that'll happen when you have one of, the only 2 mithril mines in all of Molten Hammer. Well, that'll do it.
From the information Harold gave me, it looks like we're looking at land sharks and stone skulkers.
Go fucking figure. Oh, man, I bet they built up a fucking nest again. I hate dealing with them. Well, I'll tell you this. You apply at the library. I hope you're dwarven. It's gonna take you a while to get something done there at all. That's the reason why it's usually either gnomish, dwarvish, or elvish that work there, because it all takes fucking 48 years to get any kind of paperwork pushed through. Your other option is you leave. You leave the city and you go to. I had some friends that. Oh, I gotta forget the town here.
Can we leave the city right now, though?
It did open back up.
Okay.
You leave the city, you go to Urgos. I got some friends there that take care of the Twilight Hunt. You pass their test, you get your license, but that's gonna take you a little bit. I heard something about some establishment there giving out temporary licenses. I'm sure that would be probably a pretty easy test to pass. I'll push some buttons and see if I can get anything pushed through, but it'll take probably a couple days.
Am I here for this conversation? I tuned it,
No.
like I lost
No.
Discord for a minute.
Axel completely stepped away and away. In
Okay.
essence, he's off the grid. He's doing his own little thing, kind of away.
I assumed, but just checking.
Yeah, the rest of you guys would have seen him kind of walk around the side of the Beanworks and then disappear.
I'm gonna keep doodling on my parchment.
Sounds good. Give me like a day or two. See if I can push something through at the library. I got a couple people I know there still. And my favors are not strong in Molten Hammer.
I see. Well, thank you for trying anyway. If you do manage to come through, I will begrudgingly owe you one.
I like the sound of that.
For
I'll see what I can do.
we find a quicker way, I'll be sure to update you.
All right, let's see who goes first. Talk to you later.
Oh, another thing.
What?
You wouldn't have happened to hear anything about the war bands of the Delarian Wastelands mobilizing, would you?
I did hear about them. They're not mobilizing. They're attacking. Voyeris seems to have sent out a squashing squad for the Burning Blades. The Black Blades seem to be in some kind of inner war with another faction, a smaller faction. Trying to remember what the other one was.
The Desert Corsairs.
Yeah. Sounds familiar. Yeah. Something about them going toe to toe, clashing on and off, territory dispute or something like that. I don't know. Burning Blades are currently on the far eastern side. They're definitely a little busy with Voyeris.
The territory war is nothing new, but the Burning Blades are the smallest and most maniacal of the warbands. Why would they attack Voyeris?
Well, I didn't add in the last bit. They doubled in size. Don't know how, don't know why, but they're being described as a black cloud as they make their way across the plains.
Double, that would make them even bigger than the Desert Corsairs.
Yeah. The recent Voyeris has pretty much sent out half of its military, and from what I hear, it ain't good.
Kind of like mutters some things to himself, not loud enough for her to hear. I see. Thank you for the information. That was very valuable.
You're welcome. I will say this as well. There seems to be some movement in the Shattered Veil. People are disappearing, and I guess supposedly a couple of ships disappeared around, probably the northwestern corner of the Shattered Veil on one of the outlier islands, making a pass by and just disappeared. More people are coming down with sicknesses as well, being explained as growing moss on their bodies and flu-like symptoms. So, don't know if that makes any difference to you.
I'll add that to the list of the other tasks you gave us a bit of intel on, but for now the mine takes our priority, or at least it does for me.
Well,
if you can understand.
No, not at all. Could care less. Hated mines. Always hated going down in those stupid fucking things. Reminds me of my younger years, and I don't like it. So, no idea why you're going down there, other than, I don't know, maybe you're getting paid. Yeah, but, good luck, and, I'll let you know if I find anything out.
Same here.
Talk to you soon, Furball.
Goodbye.
Get fucked. It's sticking.
All right, Blueberry, pipe down.
I'll exit the demiplane and wipe the chalk marks away to close it. As he comes back around the corner, his expression has changed to a much more grim one, and he seems very very lost in contemplation, so much so that he trips over a piece of the sidewalk.
Cobblestone.
Cornfield.
There's a ledge there.
All right.
Yeah, everything's fine. I was just evaluating all of our options for how we're gonna get this permit.
Can't we just go buy it?
We should at least try getting one of those temporary ones from Vivek's Blade.
I'd like
That's
to
the
do
first
something
best bet.
legal.
And even if they don't give us one, maybe we could at least see what it looks like and make
I
our
don't know
own.
why that was funny.
What?
I don't know why that was funny. Sorry. Do something legal.
She doesn't do crime usually.
I'm sorry.
She's just sitting there
check
like,
out
why
the-
can't we just go do the legal thing? I don't know.
You're being indoctrinated.
Let's go check out
remember?
Vivek's Blade and let's check out the Adventuring Guild. We can ask both of them, and maybe even if they don't give us one, we could at least
Steal
see
one.
what they look like and make one our own,
Steal one.
or steal one.
Exactly.
You know, the legal way. I'll look over at Evelyn.
She's completely innocent looking at you like, yeah? And?
The innocent way?
Yeah, the legal way. Let's go to Vivek's Blade.
I will
Okay.
follow.
And I'll
suit.
take like one step and then I'll look back at.
Which way is it?
I'll point towards the north. See the big gaudy flashing lights up there?
I was gonna say, at this point, it's kind of like mid-afternoon, like later, like it's like not like late, like but it's like enough where the lights have gone down a tish, and you can begin to see like the spotlights, like woof woof.
Yep, there it is.
Yep, that's it.
And I'll start making my way towards the. I'll.
Patience, you coming too?
Making my way downtown.
Yeah, sure.
We should probably have someone who looks like they could actually go down in the mine with us when we're asking for a license.
Uh,
No.
well, in that case, and I'll. Should I use the disguise self? Oh. Fuck.
But I was complimenting you. You don't need a disguise.
Well, I mean, do we want them to know my face too?
Well, you're right.
The more lies you tell, the harder it is to be truthful.
It's going
The
to
more
eat
lies you tell, the
away.
less you need to be truthful.
Evelyn is going to eat at you forever.
We got Sophia up here and Evelyn over here.
Well, luckily, I'm basically a professional liar.
Sheltered wood elf just
It's
doesn't
not.
want
It's not
to-
hard to. It's not hard. That hard to tell that too is a lie.
Yeah, Sophia doesn't acknowledge that and kind of like walks a little bit forward, a little bit faster, so you don't see her reaction.
I will follow after.
Okay, you guys begin to.
Axel has not moved at all. He's like so lost in thought that he didn't even process what anyone was saying. He's just like muttering to himself.
As the rest of the group begins to walk, and even
Exactly.
Nova like takes like several steps forward before you realize that Axel is just head down, like muttering and kind of like gritting his teeth, like, "God damn it!"
I'm gonna speed up because I want to get there before it's closed.
'Kay.
So I'll be pushing the pace.
I'll mind link with Axel just to snap him out of it. You coming with?
Soron Savagia.
I'll kind of stop and turn to him. And still in his head. You there?
Hmm?
You coming with?
Oh yeah, I'm coming.
Once he follows, I'll turn and catch up with the group.
You guys all begin to make your way towards Vivek's Blade. You know, kind of playing. You guys are in like a little like a line. Sophia, Patience, and Evelyn are kind of towards the front. KB is like right behind. And Like behind that you have Nova, and then farther back a little Axel kind of playing catch up, but with your long legs, easily done. It takes 15-ish minutes, 20 minutes, and you manage to make your way towards the front of Vivek's Blade. And at this point, the lights have gone down a little bit more. The streets have kind of picked up. People are buying food at the vendors. There seems to be some like side hustle games. You see the lights are on for the girl place, guy place, and Vivek's Blade's lights are just all over the place.
Does Vivek's Blades have any Walmart greeters?
There are people out front.
Welcome to
handing
Vivek's
out what
Blade.
these
Get your
be-
shit and get out.
Point of clarity.
Who does the who do I talk to about adventuring license?
Welcome in. Of course, adventuring licenses. You look like a strong and very capable adventurer. Please come inside. Let us test you. We do testing for temporary adventuring licenses, 24/7. Please come inside. We'll get you tested, get you licensed, and on your way to that big score.
Point of
Everyone's like,
clarity,
"Oh,
Dinch,
pick me."
I would not have gotten that close to Vivek's Blade. Just because I don't want to be seen walking with them. So when we probably got within 100 feet, I would kind of veer off.
Easily done.
Maybe go towards Dawn's touch.
Also, Sophia would have taken off her normal, like, more flamboyant, colorful clothing and put on, like, much more battered, like, ripped up stuff that's dirty and trying to make herself look a little more hardened, you know?
Okay. Patience and Evelyn, are you guys following right behind?
Oh, she's right in there.
Yeah.
She was like, pick me, choose me, test me.
KB, were you? I can't remember if you had gone in there or not. What you were gonna do?
I think I'm just tagging along, just seeing how it goes.
The front group or Axel and Nova?
I think the front.
Okay, so we got the 4 going in. All right, so the 4 of you guys make your way in, and you are. I mean, there's people like younger, like people that look like this is their like people that had just showed up to the city, and they're like getting like outfitted with gear and being told, oh yes, all the adventurers, they carry this sword. This is the sword that carries them through, and you need a shield. And they're like outfitting, they're doing that like
I think I would
I'm
actually have to. I think I would have to be in the back because I said something to him earlier. Right?
Yeah,
Is that person who's...
Yeah, I think I'd have to drop back.
If you know that you probably messed with him in any way, you probably would have stayed back with us.
Yeah.
Okay, so you go to make your way through the front door, and you're like, maybe
not.
And turn around, and you guys watch as KB just like disappears and walks back out. The 3 of you
person
guys.
who's guiding us there still, like...
Oh yeah, she's in front of you, and she's just like, oh, over here we have all the outfitting for mage and healer types, and we have over here we have all of the warriors, and we have all the outfitting for your armor and everything that you need over here. So easily done. Please come in. We'll get you tested. We'll get you on with your gear. We'll get you outfitted and on with your adventure.
And just to be sure, what does it allow us to do again? It's been a while since I've had one.
Oh, of course.
Can you remind me what it does?
It gives you access to basically all the areas that are barred within the city and the local surrounding areas. You have to be. I should have had this up. I'm sorry. Where is it? Twilight's Haunt. This will put you into a category within Radar that allows you to take on or enter certain dungeons that are barred off by the cities and local magistrates. Depending on how well you test and how strong you are placed anywhere from the bronze, silver, gold, platinum, and if you're very strong, the titanium. The titanium, there's only 4 members of that group. Usually most brand new members and brand new adventurers all usually register as a bronze level.
You do the testing?
Oh no, I definitely do not. I bring you in and I allow you to be tested by some of our local and hearty, our hearty testers, who are once very skilled adventurers like you will soon be. Of course, here at Vivek's Blade, we always aim to outfit you and gear you towards your adventures. And you guys
Right.
are led to a like a room, and it has a half moon, big like table, a horseshoe, kind of pointed the ass end towards you guys for the opening when you guys walk in. And at each counter, there's probably 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 7 people that go around the horseshoe, and all but one are full right now with what looks to be, and it's like a huge table. And it's at each person there's like, three people here. There's a group of 5 over here. There's a group of 6 back there. A group of 2 over here. It looks to be people that are either getting tested or they're registering their group.
And there's no vacant tables or tables not being used.
There's one spot and you're being led towards it right now.
Okay.
You're led to a what looks to be kind of like a skinny-ish, tall-looking green gentleman. You're led up to him. This group right here wishes to register and become adventurers and skilled individuals within Radar. Please, this right here is Bart. Bart will help you get registered. He will test you and give you your levels, and he will give you your medallions that register you as adventurers. Welcome to Vivek's Blade, and quest on. Like, super corny.
Everyone's
She
just
walks
gonna be
off.
like, they
Good
seem
evening,
so
Bart.
nice.
What was that?
I said Evelyn would just be like, they seem so nice.
I'll kind of sit down and smile.
Welcome in, welcome in. This is Vivek's Blade, and here we're gonna make an adventure out of your group. First, please register with us. What is the name of your group?
Insight check on this guy.
Insight check? Okay.
Does he look like he's actually like an adventurer and wants to be doing this, or is he just saying this for like literally the 100th time today?
Okay.
That's what I'm looking for.
My passive insight is 16.
Passive insights, okay.
Okay, I got 13.
Got a 13?
Mhm.
He fucking hates his life. He doesn't want to be here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Might have gone on an adventure or two, but his skin looks
Probably soft.
awfully soft.
I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna kind of look around, and is there anyone close enough that if I were to say something that anyone else could hear it other than just the group, or can I speak a little bit quieter?
I mean, you speak quiet, maybe? I mean, you're not super close to other groups, but like if you were to speak just regularly, somebody might overhear.
Okay, then I'll keep it on the low. It's like,
How long have you been working here?
1 year today, I retired as a gold level adventurer.
funny you should say gold level adventurer.
Yes.
Would you be bummed if this was the last day you had to work here?
I mean, no, but I kind of got to get paid, Gold level adventuring.
I'm gonna
very
rake
risky.
into my pocket and wrinkle a little coin.
You see his eyes kind of dart down. First, we gotta get you tested. So I will go get a magical spear. We'll test your magical aptitude, and from there,
Hold
we'll
up,
test
hold
your
up,
phys-
hold up, hold up. Don't make this easy. We, the 3 of us, need to get into a mine. And I'm afraid that the base adventurers won't let us go in there for who knows what reason. I am sure you, a gold adventurer, know that you are in a place where you can go do that, but they won't let us do it until we've proven ourselves, and we don't have time for that. So how about I give you just a little something, and you can arrange for us to be able to go to the mine. Deal?
Roll a persuasion check.
Can I reach over?
I roll at 22.
I'm right.
Oh.
You see his eyes kind of like dart around. He looks at other people, and he sits down. It's what, 3 of you, right?
And I'm gonna plop kind of under my arms a big sack of about 50 gold into a bag.
25 gold a person. That's your registration fees, and I will I'll fake your magical and physical aptitudes.
Yeah. And I'll reach in, grab another 25, fill it up, 75 gold on the pot on the counter.
Okay, let's make this legit. He grabs the coin, shoves it in his pocket, walks off, comes back with a
How much did you just give him?
75 gold.
75. He grabs
He ain't turning on us.
he grabs kind of a white looking globe, and then he grabs like those like finger, like those strength testers, like at like the gas stations and shit like that, like test your strength, test your grip.
Yeah.
And he brings both of those back, sets it down, and he goes, I have to have a number to write down. Put your hand on the left one first. We'll test your magical aptitude, and then put your hand on the right hand side. Make up some fucking name for your group, and I'll get you your stuff. Okay. So on the left is the white globe, and on the right is the little grippy strength thing.
I'll put my hand on the orb.
Okay, the orb glows, and on the back side of it, a number comes through. Oh, it's really good. He writes that down. Okay, next. Evelyn, you kind of walk up, you set your hand on it. Okay.
I
That's
tell
pretty
him
good.
that I really loved his shoes.
Thanks. I bought him down the road. I got him tailored to my feet.
I can tell. Looks great.
I really like your jacket. It really goes well. Anyways,
I have my hand on it.
the throat clear.
Some chemistry
Anyway,
here, yeah.
oh, you got really good too. Patience, you put your hand on there.
Sure, yeah.
Okay. Ooh, not good at all. Okay.
Fuck off.
Okay, now you go over to the grippy strength one.
Oh, that was for the magic one, yeah.
Yeah. Sophia,
Give it
you
a-
go.
I'll
You
give it
go
a weak
first.
squeeze.
You're like, okay, definitely not physical. Evelyn, you do it as well.
Yep.
You give it a decent squiz. Definitely not physical. Patience.
Squeeze that shit as hard as I can.
Decently physical.
Decently.
You get a gist being like, okay, so the two of you that are magical, when you put your hand on the ball, you could tell that if you poured too much into it, you probably shatter the ball. And the grip strengthy thing, as you squeezed it, you felt like you were gonna pop a spring.
Oh,
Yeah. So
okay.
it's
We're overqualified. That's what you're getting at.
You also have a feeling that this registration place is probably, not the greatest.
Mhm.
not for people that are actually aptly suited for any of it.
Right.
He comes back for like 5 or 10 minutes later and gives you each a medallion. It's like almost looks like when you put those pennies through a press. It's like a little bronzed pressed medallion that has a mountain on the top of it. Here's your 3 medallions. The last piece, I'll write it right here on the paper. I need a group name. You register your guild or your group. Anyway,
The Maple
the
Squad.
raunchy bandits. Yeah, yours is good.
raunchy
No,
bandits.
the Maple Squad.
Maple Squad.
Yours is good. I like Maple Squad.
Oh, okay. Maple Squad. Don't know what a fucking maple is. Okay. And he like clacks a thing on it and stamps it. Well, that's awesome. Welcome into Vivek's Blade. This is what was it again? Maple. Maple Squad? Okay, Maple Squad, the newest form of bronzed adventurers. Welcome and congratulations and best of luck to you today. All right, now get the fuck out of here.
You put us in bronze.
I thought he was
Yeah, I
agreeing to
mean-
do better. No, I think Sophia asked like we need something that will be able to get us into the mines. So I think he was giving something that still would allow that.
Yeah.
This is to get us into the mines.
Yeah, your base, a group of 3 of you guys can get into a mine easily. I mean, all the mines around here are just infested with like little snakes and shit like that. I mean, you guys are going into what, probably like mine 1 and 2? You'll be fine.
Sophia's gonna put her face in the hand.
What?
Oh, you better hope that this gets us where we want. I'm gonna just quickly walk out.
Where's you want?
No, I'm gonna turn around and walk out.
Okay.
Sophia looks pissed.
I think he meant a higher level.
I mean,
Oh, are Strat and Evelyn? You guys say that to him?
Oh, I'm still
Nice.
there.
Okay. What do you mean a higher level? You guys are going into the base mines 1 and 2.
Well, I think he really wanted the challenge of the higher mines.
You'll die.
That's my choice to make.
Say we're not paying you for your help.
Fine. Fuck. I'll be right back. Comes back like 3 minutes later and slides across 3 silvers. Okay, now get out of here before I get in trouble.
Can this get us where we need to go?
That should get you into pretty much anything except for the higher level mines. And usually that's reserved for usually gold and platinum. Mostly platinum.
Do we
Silver.
know what level the beans mine was?
It was mine number 5.
Not that high.
Oh, so we're
Okay.
good. We can get in.
Well, we don't know, but
Possibly.
See,
Thank you for your service, sir.
Of course. You aptly tested well today and tested very high.
I think we
Congratulations
had
you.
A great tester, great results, you know?
Of course, a gold level adventurer myself, Stone Fist. Bart is always here to show you the right way.
Stone Fist Bart.
that's,
Nah, he's
that's
got
a
them
name. That's a
Russian
name for the
names.
history books.
Better than fucking Maple Squad, whatever that is.
She's visibly offended and leaves.
He obviously doesn't even know what a maple is, so he's confused.
Sophia looks super pissed, but she'll be waiting at the bottom of the stairs.
Okay.
Well, we got scammed. I'll just put her.
Well, I mean, he increased the level a little, so
Sophia will turn around in surprise.
I think it should be enough to get us in.
And Sophia will reveal her bronzed medallion or whatever. This ain't gonna get us. Oh. He give you stuff. Oh, well, that might work. Fingers crossed.
I think we got a pretty good shot. I mean, we know we're better than bronze, right?
Well, I just
Oh,
don't
yeah,
think
we don't have
that
time to prove it.
Right.
they're not that smart, unfortunately.
Well, that guy was pretty smart because he listened to the sound of the coins.
Exactly. No, he'd never seen the sound of a battle. He'd never done anything. He might
Yeah,
have rescued his grandma's sheep.
Hard quest. God, leave the guy alone.
I happen to think that he probably got his gold level certification from that very place.
I guess you could call ours a gold certification.
Well, I hope it works. Go find the others. I don't know how they're gonna get in as well, but we'll worry about that when we get there.
I could. No, I can't. I just realized I don't think I have polymorph. Invisibility? I don't know.
Well, let me see that. No, I'll take one of the silver ones.
Can we pass Axel off as my emotional support animal? My service dog?
Try.
I wonder if we could. Let's bring this to Axel. I wonder if he could create more now that we know what they look like.
Or the beans.
Well, anyway, let's meet up with them.
I wandered towards Dawn's Touch, just to not be out in front of Vivek's blade. Over inside.
Okay.
But I
You
would
wander
have
in
been
front of.
keeping my eyes on. I would have been somewhere where I could still keep my eyes on the front of Vivek's blade to see when they exit.
Okay. So as you, Axel, you and KB, are you with War, or you guys are like hovering in an area around each other? Just.
I'm with Nova. Nova, I'm not sure if you got my whisper or not. If you didn't,
shit.
whatever.
Oh.
Been looking at my
Axel's
character
going
sheet.
for a
Hold on.
murder.
Oh, okay. I know he was kind of acting like this before, so at some point while they were inside, I would have like nudged Axel. What's going on? Why are you so distracted?
Foretellings of bad news, mainly.
What kind of bad news?
Arya managed to tell me some more information about those war bands that we heard were mobilizing.
Yeah, what's going on?
Seems that one of them attacked Voyeris.
Which one?
The Burning Blades.
Oh, it's not shocking.
That is shocking.
I thought they were the bad ones.
They are, but they're also the smallest, historically.
Oh, okay. So maybe I was thinking it wasn't shocking because they were the bad ones. So I probably would have said that, being naive. That's not shocking that the bad group would have attacked warriors. So if they're so small, why would they do that?
That's the strange part. Apparently, since I've been gone, they've managed to double in size.
Jeez. I wonder what they're up to and why they're attacking Voyeris. And what their plan is.
That's exactly what I'm wondering. What the only thing I can think of that would spur such a rapid change of growth is they received an omen from the Sultan of Savagery.
The Kaiser of Curses?
He nods.
Well, I mean, at least we know where they're currently located. I mean, I think before we were worried that they could be heading up this direction, so we know that they're over there, but it's definitely concerning that they're attacking that city and what they could potentially do next.
Yeah.
Makes it even more dangerous if we have to head down into the wastelands. Especially with them being larger and not knowing where their next target is.
Well, The silver lining is, if we have to go to the Sleeping Oasis, that's one band that we won't have to worry about evading.
You think they won't try anything in that area? If they're willing to attack voyeurs?
It's not that I don't. It's that the travel time would take way too long.
I guess that's good to know then.
We're a smaller group, so we move much faster.
True.
We also don't have to carry any living equipment. So, in the time, it'll take us a lot shorter of a time to get from Molten Hammer to the Sleeping Oasis than it will take for them to get to Voyeurs to the same place.
Depending on how long it takes for a favor to be called in.
That is a factor.
This is getting worse by the minute.
Either way, I suppose thinking about it isn't going to help me any.
No, I suppose it doesn't change anything, but it's still important that we're aware of what's going on so we can plan properly.
Correct. Speaking of, before we go to the mines, I'll need to shop for a few things.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Actually, Ginge, is there, aside from the Vivek's Blade, is there any shops up in this area?
I mean, there's lots of shops. Depends on what you're looking for.
Probably wait for them to come out, just so that they don't get lost or think we left or something. Actually,
Okay.
fuck it. We all know where we live. So to Axel, what are you needing to pick up?
Some preservation materials.
Alright, Ginge. Anything nearby?
I mean, there's a million vendors. There's, the shop that Sophie and Patience visited that have like herbs and God knows what out of.
That's
Vivek's
exactly where I
Blade.
was thinking to go. That's why I wanted to wait and ask her where it was.
I mean, you're literally right next to it.
Oh,
It's
sweet.
down the alley in between Dawn's Touch and Vivek's Blade. It's actually attached to Vivek's Blade on the left-hand side. It's literally probably 20 feet up and about 30 feet to your left.
Would I have
Dusters
maybe
Run.
noticed
Yep, Dusters Run. It's tucked in there. I mean, it's lit down that alley, but it's not like frickin' Vivek's Blade. But yeah, I mean, you can see it down there because of all the lights. But as you guys are kind of having this conversation, KB, you're standing off to the side, just like holding all of the paper still. You're standing there, you're having the conversation with Axel, and you just kind of hear, well, my. You don't see many gnolls in the city, do you? And you turn around to see a heavily garbed, purples, golds, big golden chains, rings, a piercing in the left ear that kind of comes down to a dangly earring that kind of waves halfway down, and light green hair, and the hair kind of pulled back into a long ponytail with a long scar that runs to the side of the face, and half of the left arm that seems to be missing and kind of tucked in. Well, you don't see many gnolls within the city. Very, very, very pretty. What brings you all the way in here? Come into the Dawn's Touch. We're all having a great time. Kaz, I will give him that. He does. He, she, you never know, depends on her mood. Really does know how to build casinos.
What the fuck? Name drop.
But
You don't see a lot of gnolls anywhere other than the wastelands, so I'm not sure what your point is.
you're not wrong, but within the city, next to the Dawn's Touch, you're obviously looking to bury something. I would say so.
I'm gonna
You-
really dramatically roll my eyes.
We were looking to do some shopping, so we were actually just about to leave.
Shopping for me? Big, tall, and handsome?
I'd sooner
But-
fall on my own sword.
Oh shit!
Oh no!
Well,
Apply
I have-
cold water to the burned area.
I do have a
He was
sword
hoping
that
he
you
could
could.
fall on your sword.
I was just gonna say it. I do have a sword that you could fall on, but we got to get to know each other a little bit better.
Is this the new
Anyways.
Bobo? Goddamn.
It is Bobo.
It's Bobo!
It's Bobo.
Oh my god!
Hell yeah.
Oh my
No
god!
fucking way.
Takes a step forward and makes like a dramatic bow. I do introduce myself. My friends call me Bobo, but those of you that know me in the world call me Buford. So, it is nice to meet you. I have a room here at the Dawn's Touch if you want to meet me anytime. And actually, both of you look quite nice. I've never been with somebody translucent and blue, but I'm sorry. I'm a little forward. What are your names?
I'm gonna like scoff and grumble and link my arm with Axel's and start walking down the alleyway. I love
Where
you,
are the-
Bobo, but Nova can't.
Where's
You
the
guys
rest
are-
of us?
You guys are just finishing up and making your way out. This is kind of the point where Sophia had kind of made her way out ahead of the group and was super annoyed, and you guys were kind of tailing behind.
Do you guys think Morn and Bobo ever did the bear sex from Baldur's Gate?
Hell yeah.
That's a question for
Yeah.
the person who literally just said. He would
Yeah.
know Morn's mindset better than most. I will tell you flat out, Bobo wanted to bury the sword.
Of course he did.
Bobo-
I mean,
Bobo-
that was not that hard to
No.
deduce.
I'm not
Yeah.
joking.
Bobo is-
He was
there's
after
zero
that
chance.
ass. He was
Yeah.
after that ass
Zero.
the whole
Morn
campaign.
had no interest.
Yeah, Bobo respected that, and he loved Morn in more than one way. But he respected it. But Bobo is very bi and very happy with that.
Fuck yeah,
Um,
dude.
And I
More
am
power
very
to him.
leaving.
Arm linked
Excuse-
and walking away. Like I'm grumbling.
Well, goodbye, I guess.
I love you,
Don't get to
Bobo.
don't get to talk to them too often, but annoying. Where's my wine? You look nice. Let's have fun. And he like takes off into the Dawn's Touch. And that's where we'll end our night as the rest of the group is coming out of Vivek's Blade as the other group is kind of disgusted and mortified and heading towards Duster's Run.
Y'all got pranked.
Hi, Bobo. Bye, Bobo. All right, everybody. Thanks
I
for
wanted
hanging
to
out.
talk to Bobo. He
Aw,
seems
Bobo,
so
sh-
neat.
He's still there.
He's just having a good time.
He's still
He
there.
just happened to be in town.
Cameo.
I have a feeling that he'll show up again at some point.
So
He
happy
has
to
a-
see
he-
Bobo.
He has a way of becoming the center of attention.
Right? Popping up unexpectedly.
He's just a very happy individual. He's just living life good.
Happy is one way of putting it.
Right?
I feel like Evelyn wants to examine him and how he's so happy.
Well, he's in the Dawn's Touch.
Teach me the ways of the gates.
He ain't gay. He's bi. He's just happy. It's love is love, baby. Love is love.
She's
That's
pretty
one.
good
Literally
one,
his motto.
alchemist. But
Yeah, but
Huh?
being bi implies that you are at least 50% gay.
Oh, 100. I mean, yeah, obviously.
100%.
At
just-
least
100,
50%.
50.
At least a little bit.
He's just happy.
50%
It's
of the
just
time,
love.
100% of the time.
Step
I'm not
one,
saying
be a
there's anything
dragon.
wrong with it. I'm just saying, like, dude,
Alright.
terms.
I know.
Step
you look
one,
good.
be a
You look
dragon.
good. Yeah. If you look good, you look good. He's been around for a long time. It just is what
Well,
it
he
is.
can
No,
probably choose you
I'm
to
with
bear
it, bro.
right?
I'm with it, bro. There's some good-looking dudes out there.
All right,
No.
everybody. Thanks
was
for
that?
hanging out. We'll be back.
Nothing. I
We'll be
wasn't
back
trying to hit on
next
you at
week.
all.
We'll be back next week, 8:30 Central on Wednesday. Have a
I
great
promise
weekend.
to have a nap beforehand next time.
Yeah. All right. Until then, be safe, be kind, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.
Ciao.
Love you.